This pedal board has a little secret. Just under here we have a miniature box which is the first thing in my signal chain. This is the Krachwerke Genesis buffer. This tiny gold nugget is a dedicated buffer hand-built for the Krachwerke brand by Scottish pedal manufacturing company Sine Effects. Now, if you want to know what a buffer is and what it does and its relationship to true bypass, then my video, The Truth About True Bypass, hasn't gone anywhere. Go and check it out after you're done watching this one. In brief summary, a buffer changes the high impedance signal coming from your guitar's pickups into a low impedance signal. This is important because it safeguards against the deteriorative capacitance effects of long cable runs and sets up an environment that other effects pedals are happy to work with. Except perhaps fuzz, but that's because fuzz pedals can be bloody awkward sometimes. This one is quite interesting, firstly because of its size. It's 5 centimeters square. If you open this up, you can see that there's absolutely no wiggle room in there at all. This is as small as regular sized hands can possibly produce. Moreover, it boasts internal voltage amplification for more headroom, read a clearer signal, and has RF rejection, which is useful if you're picking up all the invisible electromagnetic radiation that's floating about. Now, I've got this on my pedal board because I noticed that when I recently introduced the true bypass loop switcher into the mix, that I lost the advantage of my signal running through a couple of buffered inputs on the board. There was a subtle yet noticeable loss in high-end clarity and sparkle. The sound felt sort of choked or restricted. Clearly to me the option was to have a high quality buffer before the loop switcher to prevent this. Now the TC Bonafide buffer would have done the job, but it was still a little large for the amount of space I had to play with. So Krachwerke came to the rescue with this tiny little box. For my setup, the Genesis buffer solved the issue I was having, but buffers are exceptionally application specific. In many areas, you simply won't need one. Any pedal you've got on your pedal board that isn't true bypass will be working as a buffer while it's switched off, so adding a dedicated buffer may be unnecessary. Similarly, any pedal that you've got that's always switched on will be acting as a buffer. Any signal leaving that will be low impedance, and you won't need a dedicated buffer. That said, stock Crybaby Wah and some Boss pedals I have found still have buffers that are detrimental to your tone. Again, check out The Truth About True Bypass for examples on that one. It all comes down to the quality of the buffer. In situations where you are noticing a lack of top end or a suffocated sound when running through your board as compared to directly into your amp, then a good quality buffer may well be what you're looking for. This one is small, has barely any current draw, and will prevent life being sucked out of your signal by all your subsequent cables and effects. And before anyone rails away in the comments, turning the treble back up at the amp side doesn't reverse the effects of long cable runs. That's not how the force works. Your amp can emphasise the signal it sees, but it can't replace or recreate any elements that are lost in transmission. That's why we have buffers, so that we don't lose anything in the first place. So please do take some time to check out Krachwerke. Their website plays host to a wealth of information on boutique guitars and effects, blogs, product reviews, and they've been a long-time supporter of me here at the CSGuitars channel, so please do go and give them some love back. And if you like the craftsmanship of this buffer, then you might want to check out Sine Effects as well. They are one of the few pedal manufacturing companies local to me, and everything they do is 100% hand-built, high quality, and a labour of love. All the websites and links will be in the description box underneath this video if you want to go check them out. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content from me. My Patreon's also there for exclusive secret stuff if you want to support me, and there's other videos you might not have seen. But anyway, keep it loud, and I'll see you later.